going on, Jerome's? Minnesota Vikings could and should use a little bit more depth, a little bit more firepower at the cornerback position. And yes, Mekhi Blackmon shows promise. But drafting cornerbacks as of late, I don't know, man. Just going back to Mike Hughes, going back to Jeff Gladney, rest in power, going back to Cameron Tiny Dancer, Andrew Booth Jr., Caleb Evans, flashes, but Byron Murphy Jr., as a free agent last year from the Cardinals, really stepped in nicely and was cornerback one for the Vikings. So should the Vikings go down the free agency route yet again? I mean, they do have around $30 million cap space. They can free up more if they want to. And should they target one L'Jarius Sneed of the Kansas City Chiefs? Now, of course, L'Jarius Sneed was a hero against the Baltimore Ravens. That goal line punching out against Zay. What up? After Zay had taunted right in his face. It's kind of hilarious, man. All right, so Zay Flowers taunted L'Jarius. L'Jarius knocks out a touchdown, gets a touchback at the 1-inch line, and then Zay Flowers punches the bench and lacerates his hand. Thank goodness we got Jordan Addison, man. Now, yes, L'Jarius Sneed is that guy. One of the most penalized cornerbacks in the league last year. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But, of course, he gets by with defensive holding on this one. Could have tied up the game against the Chiefs. Hey, imagine if the Vikings would have beat the Niners and the Chiefs, the two teams in the Super Bowl. This account would be insufferable, even more than it already is. And, of course, yes, if he comes to the Vikings, he'll have to wear his helmet. Maybe he won't get penalized. Who really knows? But let's talk about L'Jarius Sneed today. Background, just turned 27 years young, 6'1", $192, a former 3-star recruit from Minden, Louisiana. Stayed in state, went to Louisiana Tech, go Bulldogs. 3-year starter, was a mix at cornerback and safety. Played a senior season at safety. Did have 3 pick sixes during his time at Tech. Combine, physical freak. 4.37 40 fast splits at the 10 and 20 yard marks, as well as 41-inch vert and almost 11-foot broad jump. I mean, that's insane explosiveness, and it has sort of carried over to the league. Ended up being a 4th-round pick in 2020, number 138 overall by Kansas City, and he stepped up nicely. He's been a 3-year starter for Kansas City, mainly at cornerback, and he's racked up 40 passes broken up, 10 picks. This season, 62.5 quarterback rating when thrown at, which is good. Which is pretty damn good. Also, 11 passes broken up, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown allowed in coverage, 0 in the regular season, but 1 against the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round. And superlatives, so good length, 6'2", 192, long arms. Does have solid ball skills as well. Does have mirror match ability. He's very quick at diagnosing what the offense is doing, and he will be aggressive. He will take some chances. He will gamble a little bit. Does have some cornerback safety versatility, which Brian Flores covets, and it could be really big in terms of him and his role in the back end of the Vikings defense. Is a little bit grabby. 17 penalties in 2023. Should have been 18, but I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Not saying. I'm just saying. Or maybe it could have been 19. Who knows, man? But that's sort of part and parcel of what you get. Where Sneed is physical. He will stay in the receiver's hip pocket. I do like that about him, but it's sort of like the Legion of Boom cornerbacks with the Seahawks back in the day, where it's like they're basically daring the referees to call it on every single play. And Sneed, like, he will get dinged for defensive holding. He will get dinged for DPI at times. But I think overall his caliber of play is certainly up there. And SpotRec estimates Sneed's market value at $16.3 million per year, and estimating a 4-year, $65 million deal. Now, that's something that the Vikings could afford by working the salary cap. Of course, Rob Thug Life Brzezinski doing the damn thing, and that would put him about the 10th highest paid corner in the league, just behind guys like J.C. Jackson, just ahead of Carlton Davis, Darius Slay, and former Kansas City Chief Charvarius Ward. Squaring off in the Super Bowl. I love to see that. And yeah, the Vikings certainly could use an alpha on the outside. I mean, the dream would be Jalen Johnson, right? It would be hilarious to steal him from the Bears, except I think at minimum he's getting tagged in Chicago. It would be stupid to let the Pride of Utah walk out the door. But I do think that L'Jarius Sneed would be great in the Flores defense. I love him on the outside. I love the alpha attitude that he brings. And yeah, like I said, he's a little bit grabby. He's a little bit of a habitual line stepper, but the Vikings do need a little bit more aggressiveness on the outside. Plus his versatility would be a plus with Brian Flores. So I'm all in. I'm all aboard as long as he keeps his helmet on. I mean, L'Jarius Sneed, welcome to the Vikings. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings need to sign free agent cornerback L'Jarius Sneed. He could have 2 rings after 2 Sundays from now. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.